So this is the second part of the video lesson, The Road Not Taken, wherein I'll give the analysis of the poem and, as promised, mood and tone of the poem. So the poem The Road Not Taken is an ambiguous poem that allows the reader to think about choices in life, whether to go with the mainstream or go it alone. If life is a journey, this poem highlights those times in life when a decision has to be made. Which way will you go? This is what the poem wants to describe. Students, ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation. There can be several interpretations of the poem. It can be serious, it can be light, but basically it is about choosing a path in life, making a certain decision. So the ambiguity springs from the question of free will versus determinism. So whether your decision will be from free will or whether you're determined about something, about a certain decision. Whether the speaker in the poem consciously decides to take the road that is off the beaten track or only does so because he doesn't fancy the road with the bend in it. So that is up to him. So external factors therefore make up his mind for him. He looked at the road, he doesn't know where it leads to, nobody is going to tell where it leads to. Only the external factors, whatever he can see, decides whether which road he has to take. So students, the poem The Road Not Taken is all about what did not happen. It is not about what happened when he went on that road. It is all about what did not happen when he did not take a certain path. So this person, faced with an important conscious decision, chose the least popular, the path of most resistance. So that's a very daring choice that he took. He didn't take the road which is often traveled. He took the road which was not traveled, which was least popular. He was destined to go down one, regretted not being able to take both. Obviously in life we cannot take two decisions and go on parallelly. We have, at times we have to choose one path and we have to stick to that path. So he sacrificed one for the other, but is continuously regretting that he has left the another, and he is wishing that he'll go back and take the other road, which is practically not possible. So ultimately, the reader is left to make up their own mind about the emotional state of the speaker at the end. Was the choice of the road less traveled a positive one? It certainly made all the difference, but Frost does not make it clear just what this difference is. He said that the path less traveled he took, and there was a difference between that path and the path he didn't take, but he didn't clear the fact that what was the difference in it. So since we are discussing about the analysis of the poem, I would like to tell you that all of Robert Frost's poem can be found in this exceptional book called the Collected Poems. It contains all of his classic and more. It's the most comprehensive collection. If you are fond of reading poem and understanding it, you can go through this book, which is the Collected Poems by Robert Frost. So at the end we should discuss about what is the mood and tone of The Road Not Taken. I have already told you the theme and the central message of the poem. This is the last thing which we'll analyze about the poem, that is the mood and the tone, and after that I'll be giving the explanation stanza wise along with the meaning of difficult words. I have already given the meaning of difficult words, but I'll recapitulate so that you understand it well. So whilst this is a reflective, thoughtful poem, it's as if the speaker is caught in two minds. He has encountered a turning point. The situation is clear enough. Take one path or the other. You cannot take both the paths. You have to make a choice. So black or white, go ahead and do it. But life is rarely that simple. We are human and our thinking processes are always on the go, trying to work things out. Whichever path we take, we try to work things out till our last breath. We try to make things up. according to ourselves, and once we have left one path and chosen the other, we cannot go to the previous path. Obviously we age, time goes on, time doesn't wait for anyone. So you take the high road, I'll take the low road. Which is best for you, you can take. Let's discuss about the tone. So the tone is meditative, as this person stands looking at the two options. He is weighing the pros and cons in a quite studied manner. The situation demands a serious approach. Again, I am saying, because there is no turning back. Once you have taken the road, you will have to follow that path only. You cannot go back. For who knows what the outcome will be. Even when we choose a path, we do not know what the outcome will be, but then we have to make a decision at certain point of time, and that is what is discussed in the poem. So students, in the poem, all the speaker knows is that he prefers the road less traveled, perhaps because he enjoys solitude, aloofness, loneliness, and believes that to be important part of his life. So he has taken the road which very few people travel. So whatever the reason, once committed, he'll more than likely never look back. You cannot look back once you have taken the decision. So on reflection, however, taking the road because it was grassy and wanted wear, this particular line is in the poem, so has made all the difference in the world, has made, just because of the visual, just because of the thought process. When taking the decision, you take the path. In the poem also, the speaker took the path just because of the visuals he could see. He didn't know what is waiting for him at the end of the road, so he just saw. Because of the visual impact, he took the road less travel, and that has made all the difference in the world. So this was the mood and tone of the poem, an analysis of the poem. In the next video lesson, I'll discuss the poem stanza wise along with the meaning.